the NBA Finals. The Indiana Pacers find themselves in a postseason deadlock at 2 games apiece. It is a critical turning point, and they know the time is now as they face a pivotal Game 5 against the Thunder. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
Folks, it does not get any bigger than this. NBA Finals Game 5. We've watched these two battle it out. Now 2 games apiece, essentially a 3-game series, 2 of the next 3 to win the World Championship. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And the injury story, certainly noteworthy. A lot of players out tonight.
The injury story, certainly noteworthy. A lot of players in business casual tonight.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Neesmith in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at small forward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
And he sinks the second. Here's Halliburton. That one's in, his first shot this game.
My goodness, what a dribble drive by Mr. Tyrese Halliburton.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Ellis?
All right, thank you, David. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Holmgren dishes to Williams. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it from 16 feet.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Pass to Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound, Turner. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Hartenstein with it. Neesmith covering. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from B.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And so it's Indiana with it, trailing by 4. Nembhard finds Halliburton. Turner with the screen. And Tyrese Halliburton hits from deep. Halliburton's got 5 now.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career, Tyrese Halliburton. Let him hear you.
Pacers trailed by 3. Halliburton on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. There's Williams with the 3. Nembhard grabs the board.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Neesmith. I missed that time. Would have put him up.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Back to Halliburton. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9.
Well, what a pump fake by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the defender committed, and he'll go to the foul line.
The Thunder have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Neesmith, the pass to Turner. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, this is where Miles Turner excels. Set the screen, roll to the basket, make sure your hands are up and ready to receive.
Dort finds Holmgren. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points for the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Neesmith, the pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. Back to Turner. Fires for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Pass to Holmgren. Now Dort. Scoreless thus far. Clock at 4. Shoots over Nembhard. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. 6-point game. Indiana again missing. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. To the paint, here's Hartenstein, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
To the middle, here's Nembhard. No good with the layup. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Alex Caruso, who's checked in for the Thunder. Williams kicks to Caruso. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Nice open look, but it's no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Halliburton, that's good.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Now here's Caruso. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Siakam outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, you can see he is not shy from range, and Pascal Siakam continues to work on his consistency.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Count that one.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
To the paint. Here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Turner's got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Nembhard. He shoots again, and Turner with the lay-in. And it's now only a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff. I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here's Siakam. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Siakam misses. The Thunder leading by 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pass to Nembhard. And here's Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's Halliburton missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Halliburton with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. It's good. This game is all even. Nembhard's got 5.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. And Wallace subbed in for George. Then for the Pacers, Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton.
Wow, 8 of 10 here in the first quarter.
Outside Mathurin.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 22 points for him, and he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Mathurin. Siakam outside. Off target from outside.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Again, Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
On the court right now for the Pacers. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Bradley is out there with Obi Toppin. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. Williams' shot is off. Pacers trailed by 6. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Indiana's shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for McConnell. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Williams passes to Wiggins. Doesn't go that time. Bradley with some nice D. Pass to McConnell. Mathurin against Wiggins. Mathurin passes to Bradley. McConnell with Indiana moving the ball over. He had a nice open look right there. Nembhard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Caruso.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Good on both. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell with it. Outside Mathurin. In the corner, it's Toppin. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Williams kicks to Wiggins. Wiggins, a screen on Toppin. And Wiggins throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And it's Mathurin missing.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to Wiggins. Williams trying to break free. Up and in on the layup. And it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Mathurin. Good tee by Williams. Well, Thunder have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Wallace. The Pacers pull it in. Pass to McConnell. Now Toppin. Mathurin with the ball. That one falls. Mathurin's got his second bucket of the night.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
And they get it back. Here's the screen. Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Toppin. Toppin a screen on Wallace. Nembhard the pass to McConnell. Misses the 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Outside Williams. Outside Williams. Now here's Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Jalen Williams. Pacers trail by 10. Inside, there's McConnell, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. That's good from McConnell.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. McConnell against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 7. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a rare turnover, just their first here in the half. So that's one thing we've seen them do pretty well, valuing their possession.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 26 points for him. And the slam by Williams.
Boy, wide open teammate, really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Outside Mathurin. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander over McConnell and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more reliable as a jump shooter. With everything else in his game, look out.
Here's Nemhard. 11 points in the game. Pulls it from 20. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Now here's Caruso. From the arc, the Pacers pull it in. Here's Nemhard. McConnell finds Tucker. And here's Bradley. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, a screen on McConnell. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
McConnell passes to Nemhard. Outside, Mathurin. Shields over Caruso. Mathurin, good. Mathurin's got 6 here in this quarter.
One thing you have to love is Benedict Mathurin's confidence. I don't care where he is on the floor, this guy will rise and fire.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with the jump hook. Pacers trail by 7. It's Nemhard on the wing. Pass to Tucker. Off target with his 3. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They've led by as much as 10. It's Williams high post. The Thunder with another miss. Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. McConnell passes to Mathurin. Just 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Caruso kicks to Holmgren. To the inside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Nembhard finds McConnell. Tapping a screen on Caruso. And it's Mathurin missing. Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. For 3, Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Pass to Nembhard. Lets a floater go. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Holmgren can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's McConnell. On the wing, Mathurin. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Mathurin missing. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Mathurin. He's got 8. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Thunder leading by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sends a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here is Williams. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got 7.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. And thinking about the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. Give it up for the participant.
Welcome, everybody, and in this pivotal Game 5, a tremendous performance thus far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, if they can steal this game on the road and go up 3-2, they put themselves in great position, Kenny.
Well, they've got to win one on the road if they're going to advance. Better here now and keep the pressure off of a Game 7.
Absolutely. They played it even so far. But to win titles, you have to separate yourself from the competition.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Before in the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Turner with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Turner finds Nembhard. Pocket 6. Siakam inside the three-point line. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Williams with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Dort passes to Holmgren. Elbow shot is on the way. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Holmgren.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Nembhard trains the three-pointer. Nembhard's got 14 points for the game.
Tyrese Halliburton doing his thing, showing you all he has in that passing arsenal.
Dort misses. Pacers trail by 17. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Siakam inside. Working on Holmgren. Shots good by Siakam.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
If you let Jalen Williams get to his spots in the catch and shoot, good night, folks.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Halliburton is double. Turner finds Nembhard. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
To the middle, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Indiana moving the ball over. Halliburton on the wing. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Dort kicks to Williams. Back to Dort. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Dort's got 5 now.
Well, good luck getting around a Lou Dort screen and then has the wisdom in the field to get himself open and in position to score.
Turner for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 19. Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from the wing. Holmgren can't hit.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
I'll tell you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Now Hartenstein. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dort. Hartenstein passes to Dort. For 3, Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Misses and the dry spell continues. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Williams kicks to Holmgren. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Turner. He's got 6. Halliburton passes to Siakam. No good with the triple. The Thunder leading by 19 points. Spins inside, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Halliburton for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become the master at drawing fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Wiggins is checked in for Holmgren. And it's Casey Wallace in for Dort. Indiana also making some changes. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Turner. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. He's got 8. A nice shot by Nesmith.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Thunder.
Hartenstein.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Mathurin. Buries it from three-point range.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Wiggins, a screen on Halliburton. Williams finds Wiggins. Mathurin with some nice defense. Pacers trail by 20. Now, here's Halliburton. Now, Shepherd. Nothing on the board. Takes the three. Halliburton, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Mathurin picks him up. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Back to Halliburton. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Over in the corner, Caruso. Mathurin against Williams. Wiggins, that's a screen for Caruso. Good on the shot. Caruso's got 6. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Aaron Neesmith. One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. Indiana also making some changes. Toppin comes in for Shepherd. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Mathurin against Wallace. Here's Neesmith. It's deflected.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Now, here's Neesmith. Really left alone that time.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Caruso, no good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Toppin. Toppin a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Neesmith.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Bounce pass from Williams. A fader. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to Neesmith. Shoots over Caruso. That's tipped.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams' shot is off. Pacers trail by 21. And a wide open look for Mathurin. No good from outside. Pass to Wallace. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Wallace has got his first 2 points of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Mathurin against Wallace. Wiggins, a screen on Mathurin. Here's Wallace, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Obi Toppin. And there's Bryant. And it's Furphy in at the 3 slot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Furphy. Bryant sets the screen for Halliburton. In the corner, it's Toppin. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Pass to McConnell. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Here's McConnell. And it's off from three-point range. Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pass to Halliburton. And here is Toppin. Nailed from three-point land. Toppin's got 6 here in this quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance. Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Defensive foul. Tyrese Halliburton. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1.
So it's the Pacers now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now, here is Halliburton, kept alive.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. No good on the shot. Pacers trailed by 14. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Pass to McConnell. Caruso against Mathurin. Caruso grabs the miss. The Thunder have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Wiggins surveying the floor. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wallace. Drops in the tray. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Now, Caruso. Following the three-point attempt by Obi Toppin. Wiggins, a screen on Toppin. Wallace misses.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Mathurin, good.
Boy, Mathurin needs to become more efficient, but that floater right there is on point.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That's his first foul.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. McConnell finds Halliburton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Toppin. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Holmgren. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Holmgren the pass to Wiggins. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 15. Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin. Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. No good on the 3.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Back to Caruso. Wiggins, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. And the Thunder making a change here. Williams has checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Outside, Dort for the 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Nesmith has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Turner. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
To me, that's where the frame of Lou Dort helps, right? He's so big and strong from the guard position. He can take contact.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
And so he hits both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Nesmith. Pass to Nembhard. Offline with his 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points. Halliburton passes to Siakam. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's on.
And another one.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is clutch. Looking to get back on track here, and the shot goes down. 8 points for Miles Turner.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Nesmith. And Holmgren pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Sweet move, connects again.
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him. And there's the foul. There go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 23. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Caruso, no good. Pacers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Neesmith finds Nembhard. To the paint. Here's Halliburton. Makes it off the glass. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 22. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
With a chance to take command in a series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Down low, Holmgren finds Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Williams. Outside, Dort. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. The three. It's rebounded by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they came to play tonight, asserted their will, a terrific performance, and it'll go down as a crucial Game 5 win for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this win will put them right on the cusp of the championship. They'll be holding a 3-2 lead with 2 shots to win the title.
Yeah, and it looks like they're fully prepared to get the job done in Game 6. This was no fluke performance tonight. This was a team asserting itself and showing it has the ability to rise up when the stakes are at their absolute highest.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.